Hello, everyone. Welcome to this chat live stream. Of course, we're going to be discussing the book today, Delicate Condition. Yes. Okay. So I know that it's going to take a little time and you guys are going to have questions. So Cookie also wants to say hi. So I do apologize too. I'm a little croupy. And my makeup's a little weird. It's like I couldn't get it to blend into my skin, which I didn't put on any lotion or anything like that. So I don't know. It just looks so weird. And then the shirt that I put on looks weird. Yes, I know that he's given me paw. The shirt that I put on looks weird too. So I don't know what is going on today. Everything just looks so weird. Okay, let's talk about Delicate Condition. And Cookie says hi. He wants me to pet him. Because see if I put my hand away, he puts his hand on top of mine. So that way I'll pet him. Blaze, it is so great to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Why is my computer? Hang on one second, everybody. My computer is indicating that there's no charge. Hang on one second. Okay, now it's working. I am so sorry. I don't know why the charger wasn't working. It's plugged in and everything. I just gave it a little jiggle and it's back again. So I apologize about that. Hello, Thomas Perry. It's so great to have you too. Yes, I know, Blaze. Long time no see. Hello to you too, of course, Matt. And hello, Lewis. Hello to all of you. Okay, so if you have a question about Delicate Condition, please go on ahead and put that in the comments and I will do my best to answer it for you. But for those of you who are coming back and replaying at this time, let's just go through like the first 10 chapters. Or I guess let me just start. I should have already thought of this. I'm so sorry. Let's just start with my overall thoughts on the book. So that way you guys can start bringing in questions. I enjoyed the book. Cookie and I enjoyed it very much. Now, it's an easy read. Okay, Cooks. Thank you, sweetheart. I know I love you too. Go on, buddy. Cooks, go, sweetheart. Good boy. I'll pet you later, I promise. So the book it's great. It's very easy to read. As you guys can see, it's very spacious. Or yet, if I get a different book, let me see if I get a different book out of there. It'd be more, yeah, I guess it is more tighter. Yeah, see how it's more tighter? The script is. So this book didn't have as tight of script. As you can see, it's very loose, very wide, which made it for a big book. And the chapters are not long at all. As a matter of fact, some of the chapters are less than, I mean, I guess I would say a full page, but I guess maybe 2 pages would probably be the shortest one of them is. And the longest, of course, is probably the ending chapters. And obviously, let's see. Let me pull up my actual synopsis. Yeah, so the older chapters like chapter 27, chapter 25, it actually starts getting longer once the chapters start getting longer once you get into the 20s. But earlier, there are some absolute long chapters, like chapter 15 is a little long. And let's see. Chapter 6 was pretty long too. And chapter 4 was decently long. It gave you pretty great information on Anna and Dex, which let's go over very quickly, guys, of the characters. I know you guys probably saw the videos, so this will be short. Anna Alcott is a 36-year-old actress who has now found fame in her 30s, but she was a child actress famous in her teens. She is married to Dex Harding. He is this very loving man. He works very hard. He takes care of his wife, and he really wants a baby with Anna. The book also reveals that Dex was married before Anna, though we never see her ever in the book. ever. Her presence is only spoken, never shown. We have Cora, who is the receptionist at the, oh my God, guys, let me also, I forgot to say this. Major spoilers on the book, which I believe I put that in the actual title. So I'm going to feel like a jerk off if I didn't. And then I start spoiling it for people who don't want to be spoiled. So I hope I didn't do that. And I hope I actually put spoilers in there. But this is now your time to turn back if you're repeating or if you're watching it now. So any other people coming on? Well, it's watch at your own discretion. So Cora is the receptionist at the Riverside Clinic that Anna and Dex attend. Cora's only mentioned like once or twice in the book until Anna confronts her about, hey, are you the person who's been changing my appointments? So Cora is another one of these characters that are kind of talked about but never shown. Maybe she is shown in the beginning of the book, in the beginning chapters when Anna and Dex are late. And she's the receptionist, obviously, at the Riverside Clinic where Anna and Dex go for the IVF treatment. But other than that, Cora is never mentioned ever in the book until the first minute detail that the receptionist Cora led us to the room. Something like that. I mean, we don't even get a description of Cora. And that's another thing, too, about the book. It was good, but when I write, I'm more of a, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to tell you, which means I'm going to describe. I'm going to describe everything down to the minute detail, even down to the temperature. If if my character is sweltering in a really hot room, I want you to know it so you'll feel it and you just sympathize more with them. I don't know. I just kind of wish that the book would have showed me more instead of told me more. But I understand it really wanted to get to the point. However, I read a book to read a book. So for those of you out there who are thinking, I don't really like reading books, I just want to get through it, then this is a great one for you. But if you're more into me and you have a book collection and you're kind of above like a high school level, it's no offense. It is no offense whatsoever. I'm just saying this is my personal opinion. This is not say all be all, but my more like, I love Christopher Ransom. I love, Stephen King and James Patterson and Peter Straub. If I'm going to go scary, I'm going to go scary their way, especially like with Ghost Story with Peter Straub. I mean, and Joe Hill. I mean, it's not where they tell you the story. They're going to show you the story and you're going to feel it just like they do, just like they want you to feel. Anyway, that's the type of writer that I am. And that's a negative that I did see in the book. However, it could be a positive for people such as yourselves who don't want, that kind of book. You don't want all that stuff. So anyway, so Dr. Carla Hill is the IVF doctor called a miracle worker, and does, the IVF treatment. She is Dr. Carla Hill. And yes, obviously Dr. Carla Hill just sounds like a lot like Dr. Hill, who was in Rosemary's Baby. And there are a couple of instances where, yeah, Rosemary's Baby was absolutely given an homage. And I'm so sorry, I'm just not used to having it on my neck. It's pretty warm today. And so my neck is pretty warm. So I'm sorry. I might just put my hair up in a minute because I keep fiddling with it. But yeah, she's also described as this, Carla Hill's described as this sweet old grandmother using words like dear, darling, and sweetheart. But that is not the only place where the similarities of Rosemary's Baby comes in. Number one, you have a cult. Number two, you have a cult that helped her get pregnant. Number two, you have the drinks that Dex was starting to give Anna, though we never hear that there was anything nefarious behind it. So there are absolute similarities to Rosemary's Baby and homages to her in the book, or to the book and the movie in the book. So the Riverside Clinic is obviously where Anna gets her treatment done and will obviously be another character in the book. And I saw on the trailers and some of the stuff that's come out, some of the pictures of the sets, that Anna and Dex are at the clinic. So the Riverside Clinic will obviously come into play in the show as well. Now, Emily Chapman, and I'm really excited to see Emily in the show, but Emily Chapman is Anna's publicist. She is British and she lives in Los Angeles. And Emily is an ambitious woman. She books everything for Anna, knows about her IVF journey, and even has the passcode to her calendar, which is online, which has the passcodes to all of her other social media platforms and profiles. So Emily herself, just by the description, is a massive red flag. And again, this is a spoiler video. Emily is also a massive red herring. And I felt so bad because I was feeling it in the book that Emily has so many red flags, so many red herrings that, or sorry, she had so many red flags that could she be just a patsy for the storyline? And sure enough, she was. And I just feel bad for the character now because she genuinely was a publicist just trying to keep her last client while her boss and his people were giving all of her clients to men. And Emily was literally, ultimately being pushed out of her job. And they were going, and then when Anna quit on her, that meant Emily had nobody else. And so what happened to her? Maybe one day we just should do a video on Emily because I really feel that Emily did not get justification because she was fired from Anna and her jobs were taken by her superiors and given to men. And she worked so hard. She tried. I got to give it to this girl in the book. She really did try. And it just feels so awful that that was done to her. So anyway, I do hope that maybe they'll do her a little bit different in the show. That would be really nice. Now, one character I'm really excited to talk about is Siobhan Walsh. It's spelled like Siobhan, but you enunciate it Siobhan. And her name is Siobhan Walsh, and that is Anna's bestie, her everything. And they've only been besties for 2 years. Siobhan is older than Anna, and she's also an actress, but she's retired at this point. Anna admires her deeply, and Siobhan has a red birthmark in the shape of a small hand under her chin. And which we don't find out till later until one of the subchapters that that's the mark of a witch. So anyway, again, they've only known each other for about 2 years. Siobhan had breast cancer and she is in remission. She doesn't have children of her own, but she does have 2 adopted children, now grown, and an ex-husband. And so she has a lot of time, Siobhan does, to spend with Anna, to talk with her, to give her advice. And she really plays a massive part in the book. Emily kind of does as well, but only as a red herring. She's nobody important, not like Siobhan is. So, and we will talk about Siobhan in just a little bit, probably at about 7:25. I'll talk about Siobhan. And Kamal is Anna's bodyguard. He wasn't in the show or in the book very long, but I thought he had so many great points. He had so many great things to say, and he was always there for Anna to protect her. So I really do hope that they include him in the show. But Kamal was her bodyguard. And Talia Donovan, I cannot wait to see Talia. I have a feeling that either Siobhan or Talia will be Kim Kardashian. And I'm honestly thinking that Talia is like another name for, that Tanya is another name for Talia. So I honestly think that Talia Donovan is the character that Kim Kardashian's going to play. Now, let's talk about Talia. Talia is rich. We are talking rich, retired actress. Her husband's rich. Her kids are rich. She has so many different estates. As a matter of fact, Talia has an extra beach house. Like she has 3 beach houses, okay? 2 of them are side by side on separate properties. And that's where Anna and Dex eventually go after Cora breaks into their house, which I'll get to it a little bit. But I'll get right back to Talia real quickly. But that's another thing with Cora. She was never mentioned, but yet she was so huge. She was such a big part of the actual book and story. And I just thought that was brilliant. Cookie again says hi. That Danielle Valentine made Emily, or sorry, made or yeah, I'm sorry, made Emily, sorry, made Cora this tiny character we only got one little small announcement about. But then at the end of the book, we find out that she was behind so much. She had so much of a big part to play. And I was taking little notes about the names of little small people that Anna was meeting, such as Cora, such as the people that she met in yoga, because she met a girl named Kylie and yoga, and then the name of her yoga instructor. I had all of these random names written down because I was wondering if one of them would come back. Baby, you're starting to blow really hard, and I think you're getting it on the mic. Go get some water. Go get some water, baby. Go get some water. He's starting to pant pretty hard. I keep him, it's pretty hot in Texas, and I keep water literally. Like, oh no, he just wanted some tissue to bite on. Sorry. I keep water literally. I keep a thing in the hallway. I keep one in the bathroom. In the second bathroom, I keep two downstairs. I keep water everywhere for the animals. They're always so thirsty. And anyway, I thought you just needed water, but I guess not. So anyway, again, I just really loved how certain characters such as Talia were so big and right there in front and didn't really have very much to do with the story at all. I mean, Talia did, mind you, but Emily didn't. And Emily was just a red herring. But let's get right back to Talia. Anyway, Talia is rich AF, okay? She is richeth. She is married to her husband, Keegan. I love that name, Keegan. I don't know. That just sounds so name. It sounds so name. I'm sorry, guys. It's past 7 o'clock. I am so tired already. It's been such a long day. I love that name, Keegan. It just sounds so awesome. Now, Keegan and Talia are doing IVF treatments as well, and they are good friends with Dex and Anna. Now, one thing again to point out is Dex was married before he was married to Anna. And at this point in the book where they're doing the IVF treatments, they've been married for 2 years. Dex was married before Anna. He was married to a woman named Addie, which I know you're thinking American Horror Story. So don't worry. I thought the same thing because her name was Adeline and they call her Addie. So yeah, definitely hit American Horror Story vibes, especially Murder House. Ugh. So Talia and Keegan were best friends with Addie and Dex before they got divorced. They were so much in love. And there's this big question about why did Dex and Addie get divorced? Because Dex does not like to talk about it. And again, Addie is another red herring, especially when you get into the later chapters. So I just think it was brilliant to make some characters where you never see them or in the book, you never see them speak. They never come across the page. And anyway, they're just only brought up in a brief conversation and they're not there. So yeah, they never make an actual physical appearance, but they have so much to do with the story, So I hope they're going to cast Addie. Maybe they won't. Maybe they just won't use everything, from the book. That's going to be in another live stream, which self-promo real fast, guys. I have a live stream coming on Friday, which I might change the date due to the weekend. I'm trying to plan to go see some family, and I'm really hoping, I'm praying actually that it works out. But just in case it doesn't, I have the live stream set up. So just FYI, the Friday live stream is subject to change, but I will let you guys know on Friday. But yeah, I would love to see how these characters that I've talked about that were so important in the book and to see how the show actually mentions them and who they've cast who for what. Because I was thinking that Cara Levine's character was going to be Dr. Carla Hill. And I'm still convinced that she's going to be Dr. Carla Hill. But it would make sense. Maybe she's Emily. But, or Siobhan. But again, Siobhan is in the book an older actress. So, or an older retired actress. So unless they get somebody older, or they age her. I guess this. So I don't see who could be Siobhan unless they write in the storyline that she is younger. They alter in the book. So, all right, that is main characters. It is 7:20, and in just a few minutes, we're going to actually start talking about the massive twist. And I am sorry, guys. I am this is a new shirt. I am not trying to like flash anybody, so that's why I kept checking it. I've been really oh yeah, I'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, I've been really working hard and got this pretty new shirt. So it's the first time I'm wearing it. So which characters are Emma and Kim playing? Emma is playing Anna Alcott, and I speculate that Kim is going to be Talia, which since her name is supposedly Tanya, I think she's going to be Talia. And plus, Talia is kind of described at that. She's gorgeous. She has fashion. She has money. So, in my opinion, unless they write Siobhan as a younger character, Kim is going to play Talia. But if they write Siobhan as a younger character, then I think Kim's going to play Siobhan. And if she does, oh, that is going to be some hard shoes to fill because, again, guys, this is a big spoiler live stream. So Siobhan plays a massive part in this book. And that's what I'm going to start talking about at exactly 4 minutes. Is Delicate, is it a coven or a cult? It's a coven of like, yeah, slash witches slash members that do good. They don't worship Satan. They only help each other through casting spells. So it's nothing nefarious at all. Not like the book makes it out to be. So, and I'll put the book back here so that way it'll kind of be featured. But again, there are so many great parts in the book where you get really scared. So Cora character took me to AHS Stories episode Ball. Yes, exactly. That's kind of like what Cora is. So, Vicken, it is so great to have you here. It is so great to see you too, Blaze. Thank you, Joseph, for being here. And let's talk about the chapter with Olympia and Anna. That's coming up. Yeah, we're going to talk about that exactly in 3 minutes. So, yes. Jiggle Jello, so great to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Blaze, I am absolutely excited for this season. And Raider, please stop spamming the comments. I'm so sorry, guys. My son's excited. Thank you, White Bear Productions. You are very sweet, and it is so great to see you. Lewis says, I have a feeling Kim could be Siobhan. Yeah, again, the only thing that stops me from thinking that she is just because Siobhan in the book is a retired older actress and older than Anna. Kim Kardashian is in her young 40s. And let's just be honest here. 40s is like the late 20s, okay? I mean, especially for women such as Kim Kardashian who have the money and the power to make herself that beautiful. So kudos to her for doing it. If that's her thing, that's her thing. I ain't judging nobody. But I have a feeling, Lewis, you are right. But if I'm just going to go by the book, I would say then she's Talia. But I would love her to be Siobhan. That is my wish, is for her to be Siobhan. So, all right. Do you think there will be another tie into Coven? Yes, I do, Joseph. And I'm so sorry, guys. I accidentally kicked the computer just for a second. Sorry about the shakiness. Yes, I do. The potential is so much there. I mean, especially in the chapter where Anna goes upstairs into the attic and sees the doll with the hair pulled out. Yeah, that was right above her too. I mean, that is massive Coven vibes. Massive. And I think Haley would want to either tie it or keep it separate. And in my opinion, I understand that Delicate is the material is not a true American Horror Story crime case or anything like that. It's not really based on anything. Now it's based on an actual piece of literature. So I understand it's different. However, they certainly can connect. That is their way to they're in like Flynn if they want to use Coven to connect these two seasons, witches. And I actually have a theory coming out, which I'm hoping I will have it done and out by Friday morning, because I won't have time to do it this weekend, and it's a good theory, and I really want to get it done with. But it's a theory on the return of Scathach. And I made a theory on how she's going to come back this season. So that's another thing. They could tie it to Roanoke. I mean, they could sadly tie it to Murder House, but I hope not. But absolutely, they could totally turn the witches that they've made and turn them into nefarious, evil worshiping witches, things like that, and not follow the formula that way on the book. Or maybe they can just be an extension of women who have now graduated from the Robichaux Academy. Absolutely. There's so much potential for Coven in here. So let's go ahead and let's start moving to Siobhan. Absolutely, Raider, you can ask a question. We need a Coven spinoff already, said Joseph. And Rebecca says, is there any update on the strikes? No, not that I'm aware of. I haven't checked, though. So if anybody knows the answer to Rebecca's question, I would be very glad and appreciative if you guys could put it in the comments. And that's if you know, guys. Okay, so let's talk about one of the main characters in the book that only makes an entrance. Well, she makes an entrance, obviously, but her character really kicks up at the end of the book, and that is Siobhan Walsh. Okay. Wow. Siobhan, what, Ray?
I asked you a question. You said yes.
I thought you meant in the chat. What's up, babe?
I asked if I could come say hi to everyone on your hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please say hello.
Just know, everyone, your boy's back.
Okay. I love you, babe. All right. So, Siobhan Walsh. Obviously, again, like I said, she is an older retired actress, and she is the best friend of Anna. And in the beginning of the book, Siobhan is nothing more than that. She is Anna's bestie. She's the one that Anna calls whenever she's sad. Such as in the beginning of the book, hello, baby. You go get some more water. Okay, I know. I love you too. Here, why don't you lay down? Why don't you lay down? Oh, I was going to make a spot so we could lay down, but he doesn't want to. So in the book, Anna is going through all this IVF procedure, okay? And Dex is hovering over her like she is a little squirrel near death, and he's a buzzard, and he hadn't eaten for like weeks, and he's about to die. I mean, he is watching this woman, and it's actually pretty scary that men could actually watch their wives like that when they're pregnant, and just to ensure that the baby's okay. Because I mean, that would make sense too. If men don't trust us with our bodies and about how to handle pregnancy, or how to handle being pregnant or not, then it would certainly constitute reason that they don't trust us to take care of our bodies when we're pregnant. And that's basically what Dex was all about. He did not trust one damn thing Anna said or did, and he questioned her at every freaking turn. And it was really sad for her. And Siobhan was the one that she would turn around and call. But before Anna got pregnant, she would actually call Siobhan and say, look, I'm 36, my career's taking off. Maybe I'm being selfish and wanting a baby. Maybe I'm too old. She was really questioning herself, and Siobhan was telling her, look, just do what you want. Do what makes you happy. Just go with what you feel inside. Okay, so Siobhan is this really great sounding force from Anna. And again, she's isolated. Dex is not very, I mean, he's a good guy, mind you, but he's not around very often. And when he is, he's always not, I mean, he's non-confrontational. And it's almost like he's rolling his eyes and thinking, oh, my stupid wife. That's kind of like the impression he gives off in the book. I'm not saying that's the impression he does gives off, but that's what I get from him, is that he's like, oh, Anna, you're so stupid. And I mean, seriously, it gets bad in the book, but that's just kind of who Dex is, sadly. And Yeah. So therefore, because Anna is so isolated, she doesn't really have family. Her mom left when she was a kid, or I think her mom died. I just don't remember. I'm sorry. She has a stepdad or she has a dad and a stepmom. She has no siblings. So she doesn't really have anybody. She just has Siobhan and sometimes Talia, but she feels a little awkward going to Talia because Talia was besties with Dex and Addie. So makes her feel very uncomfortable. Anyway, this is where Siobhan has this great friendship. Okay, Anna gets pregnant. The IVF treatment is actually working, and Anna gets pregnant. They are so happy. Everything is wonderful, regardless of the fact that Anna has absently, mistakenly left out some important medication. It needed to be refrigerated. So if it was not refrigerated and it got warm, it was worthless. And the medications were expensive. Even though Anna and Dex could afford it, obviously it doesn't matter. Dex was pissed as hell when those medications were left out. Appointments are changed so that way Anna doesn't make time to the clinic. And also, Anna has a stalker. There is this person called Number One Crush who is following her online, and like she posts Google images of Anna's house online. She can locate where Anna is just by a picture. She's one of those people, and she trolls everything Anna does. And when she sees the picture that is taken of Anna outside of the fertility clinic, she's like, this woman does not deserve to have children. She's a snake. Somebody should kill that baby. And I mean, it was like, maybe I shouldn't have said it on my broadcast, but that was so awful. I mean, that was awful. I could not imagine being a star out there and having people actually think that of you and that like they're protecting you from this kid. Or it's just a weird sense of how people think. I like the psychological aspect of the book very much. But again, Siobhan is this very supportive character. Anna gets pregnant, and then all of a sudden, sadly, Anna loses the baby. And the doctor's like, we just don't know how it happened. We don't understand it. We don't know how it happened. And so Anna gets kind of drunk that night that she comes home from the hospital. She calls Siobhan. She tells her what happened. And she's like, Siobhan, I lost my baby. And Siobhan says, well, what can I do for you? And she says, can you bring my baby back to life? And Anna is like, she's so gut wrenched and in pain from losing this baby, and doesn't know at the time that Siobhan is a witch. And Siobhan, right after she hangs up the phone with Anna, Anna says, hey, come see me. I really need to see you. So Siobhan says, okay, I'm on my way to come see you. But before she does, she calls her coven and she says, guys, my bestie Anna's baby just, sadly, the future ended of the baby. Can we please cast a spell to bring her baby back to life? And the coven said, well, we normally don't do this for people who aren't in our coven. But okay, we'll do that. But Siobhan understood that by them casting the spell, Siobhan would be giving up her life for the baby. So sure enough, they cast the spell and Siobhan goes into a coma. But before Siobhan goes into the coma, she leaves a message telling Anna to call Olympia with her phone number. Sadly, though, Anna does not do it until the end of the book, which let's get to the end of the book because I know you guys want to know, and I will answer any other little questions that you have during that time. Okay. And don't forget, guys, of course, if you are enjoying the video, please like it. If you want to come back for more stuff, just click subscribe or whatever. Just do you, boo. So we're at the end of the book where Anna's basically fully pregnant, and she realizes that there is one person in the clinic that knows her appointments and can mess with her online calendar, and that's Cora. So she calls Cora at the clinic and she's like, Cora, why did you mess with my appointments? And Cora is like Bryce. She just spills it. And she's like, Anna, I never wanted you to be hurt. And Anna's like, what do you mean? And Cora says, look, I've been banging your husband. Yeah. So what Bryce told Cora was, look, Anna and I aren't working out. I really want a baby. She can't have one. I'm not going to stay with her if she can't. So if this last round of IVF fails, remember Dex was saying this to Cora, I'm going to leave Anna. Okay. So Cora knew that Anna came in for her procedure and she didn't know she was pregnant. Okay. But Cora says, I was having an affair with your husband and she was trying to tell Anna more stuff. Like that she was the one who came into the house and Cookie, come on, baby, you're making the computer flop. Like Cora was the one who entered their house and took out the medications because Dex gave Cora a key. So, Cora, though, messed with her appointments and stuff like that in different way or for a different reason. But before she could really tell Anna, Anna's like, you know what? I'm pregnant. If you come near me or my husband or my baby, I'm going to kill you. And ends the phone call and blocks her number when Cora tries to call her back. So right after that, Anna goes to confront Dex and she's like, what the hell? And he's like, yeah, that's right. I was having an affair and I was going to leave you, but you're pregnant. So now we're great. And she's like, wait a minute. Did you cheat on your ex-wife? And he, was like, yeah. It's not the first time we find out it's not the first time Dex has cheated. And he doesn't even deny having somebody new now because Cora had told her that she was like, look, I broke it off with Dex. I'm not telling you this because I want to be with him. So, okay. Dex is just like this POS. I just have to say, and I really hope that they do him justice. But I forget what happens, but I was about to say Dex and Anna together. Anna goes to the bedroom. Dex goes to the couch and lays down for a second. He kind of falls asleep, and Anna's in labor. And that's when she pulls out the number to Olympia, and she calls her up, and she's like, Olympia, you are Siobhan's friend, and Siobhan is in a coma. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot to tell you. Siobhan's in a coma this whole time. After the spell was cast, it put her in a coma. Okay. So she says, Olympia, I need you to come help me. I'm in labor. Please help me. So Olympia says, I'm on my way. So when Anna thinks that Olympia has pulled up, it's not Olympia. It's actually Cora. And she kind of sneaks past Dex thinking that she's going to Olympia. But instead, she actually gets to Cora. And Cora's like, okay, Anna, look, I only came here because I have to tell you something important. And she tells Anna that she had been listening in on some of Dr. Hill's personal conversations. And she heard Dr. Hill talking to a woman. And she was giving this woman personal information about her patients that she treats and talking about the woman coming to visit her clients per usual. And it just didn't sound like something business. It just didn't sound like something right. So Cora realized at the next phone call that the person that they picked for whatever reason was Anna. And so that's why Cora left out her medication and she changed her number in the system. So the doctor didn't have the number in order to call Anna and tell her like important test results and stuff like that. And changed her appointments. Cora hoped that Anna would just get frustrated and move on and go to another clinic or another doctor. So she knew that Dr. Hill was going to do something wrong to her and she was trying to prevent it at all costs, which was like, wow, for a home wrecking, bitch, that's actually kind of decent of you to do. Go, Cooks. Come on, baby. You're in my face now. You need to go get a drink. So anyway, Cora goes on to say that she was the one who was in the house, has the one that's been watching Anna in the hat with the glasses. Oh, baby, I know, sweetie. I'll give you a lot more attention once I'm done. Go on, Cooks. Go lay down. Go lay down, buddy. Come on. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Cooksy just wants a lot of attention. So Cora tells her, I just wanted you to get frustrated and move along to another doctor so you wouldn't be the one chosen. But it wasn't until when Cora snuck in the house, she thought Anna had left to go walk the dogs. And so she snuck into the bed, rubbed on Dex's stomach, and she goes, baby, meaning like a term of endearment, not rubbing the stomach saying, oh, you're pregnant with a baby. So nothing like that. It wasn't anything nefarious. She was just trying to kind of get it on with her boyfriend. Anyway, so she admits to her that she saw the picture that day that Anna had of her little fetus that was on the window, that was in a picture frame, and she realized, oh, you're the patient that the doctor is looking for. So that's when she decided to stop seeing Dex and start doing all of the stuff to like change things, the appointments and all that stuff. Anyway, so Cora was the one behind all of that, but not, again, for nefarious reasons. She was doing it because she didn't want Anna to be the one chosen for whatever reason this was. Cooksy, go on, sweet. I know, baby. I love you too, but I'll see you in just a minute. Go on, baby. Go on, Cooks. He's so sweet. Every time he comes over here and I have to push him away, it's like, I sometimes lose my train of thought. So Cora tells Anna that, look, you need to get rid of your baby. It's a monster. Because had she known, Cora said, had I had known before that you were pregnant, Cora just thought that Anna lost the baby. Nobody knew after the baby came back alive that Anna was still pregnant. So only Anna, her publicist, Dex, and the doctor knew. So nobody else, not even the receptionist. So obviously Cora didn't know that Anna was pregnant. So anyway, now that she found out that she is pregnant, she's begging her to get rid of the baby because it's a monster. Now, all during this time, we get sub-chapters that lead into the big finale of the book, which the finale of the book is Anna goes into labor, Dex takes her to the hospital, and on the way there, they get into a car accident in which Dex dies, sadly. As you can see, I'm definitely, Cookie's crying. I mean, he's even, Cooks, please go lay down, baby. Cooks, go lay down. Go lay down, please. Go on. Good boy. So Dex, boohoo, sadly dies. Don't feel bad. I mean, I guess that's kind of karma coming around for him. But Dex dies and paramedics are called and Anna goes to the hospital. She gives birth to a baby. Olympia comes and visits her in the hospital and shit gets real. Here we go. Okay. Olympia asks Anna if she wants to remember what happened. And Anna's like, yeah, I got to know what my baby is because the baby was born healthy. It's a little girl. She looks healthy, and Anna wants to know what's wrong with her. And Olympia says, okay, here's your memory. You can remember now what happened that night. So what happened the night that Anna was in labor? Dex is in the car, dying or has died. I don't know at that point. Anna got out of the car to go try to get help. And when she did, she sees Siobhan. And Siobhan is surrounded by the women who are all described in the subchapters. And Siobhan tells Anna that she's part of like this coven of women. They do not worship Satan. They are not, devil worshipers. They don't do bad things. They just grant like fertility things they help women who have fertility issues so they can have a baby. There's a catch. Now, they don't do things for people outside of their coven. They only do it for people in their coven, which is why Talia knows some of the ladies in the coven because they're vetting Talia to join their coven because they're trying to help Talia and Keegan have a baby. Okay. So the night that Anna called Siobhan and said, hey, my baby died. Can you bring my baby back to life? Siobhan called the coven. They cast the spell. Siobhan went into that coma. Anna's baby came back to life in her stomach. But there's a price you have to pay in order to bring death back to life. And the price Siobhan had to pay was her life. Now, Siobhan says that there still is a price to pay. Siobhan had to give up her life so Anna could have her baby. And that means Siobhan's going to be dead regardless. So Siobhan's not coming back regardless in that body. So she's asking Anna for permission to move her soul, Siobhan's soul, into Anna's baby so Siobhan can live again. And I thought that was actually kind of cool. But I mean, doesn't it just kind of take away your baby's choice? However, I was worried, like, I don't know if I would do that. That just sounds kind of sketch. But Siobhan told Anna that, look, there's no guarantee that your baby will be safe without my soul in it. Because sadly, resurrecting death, there is always a price to pay. So Siobhan can't guarantee Anna that the baby is always going to be healthy forever. She can guarantee it though if she's in her body, because the baby will have Siobhan's memories, Siobhan's everything. She'll know who she is, sort of like an Audrey Rose kind of a thing, which I actually have Audrey Rose right up there. I just watched it recently, and because I had to watch it again, and I thought, is this like Audrey Rose? I just thought it was so brilliant like that. Anyway, so Anna agrees. Anna agrees because Siobhan tells her, look, I won't fail you or the baby. Where doctors, Dex, all the other people in the medical field failed you. I mean, they couldn't even tell Anna why she couldn't have a baby. They didn't even check Dex. Dr. Hill just told Anna, oh, you have some weird unknown infertility. You need to start IVF right away. It was just like it was some kind of pyramid scheme just to get them to pay that money to do the IVF. So, no, like I said, there really wasn't any explanation for why Anna couldn't have a baby. And there was no explanation why Dex couldn't either. But Dex was never checked. Anyway, so the big reveal again is that Siobhan is a witch. The ladies that are in the sub-chapters that are described, they are witches as well that have joined the coven. And I guess in the sub-chapters are at the point where they have joined. And of course, the babies that they give birth to. Oh, like I said, I think we should probably do a discussion about actual sub-chapters, because that in itself, I mean, the actual rules and lore of to have a baby or have a witch reborn into the soul of a baby, I have to probably go through it again and reread it, just the sub-chapters, to make sure I understand it. But again, the baby was not a monster because Anna allowed Siobhan to enter her baby. Well, allowed Siobhan's soul. I'm so sorry, to enter her baby. I didn't say that right. That is my bad. Excuse me. And the book ended with a lady going to a fertility reproduction like support group, sort of like in the basement of a church. And she sees the famous Anna Alcott. I mean, it's like 20 years later. And Anna has won an Academy Award. She's world famous. And she strikes up a conversation with Anna. And she says, look, I'm here because I'm filming a documentary. And she offers her a butter cookie, which are part of the witches. And she's like, you know what? I bet I can help you join a lifelong sisterhood. So that basically means that this woman, Leanne Keene, is going to like be part of the coven. And maybe like when she gets pregnant, Anna will be reborn into this new baby. I mean, that is so creepy. And that Anna named her daughter Siobhan, which I thought that was really cute. Siobhan Alcott. I thought that was absolutely adorable. And I cannot wait to see if they even show Siobhan, the little girl after Anna gives birth, if they will do that, you know, after when the little girl is older in the epilogue. But yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, it was good. It was good. It was good. I have a few things to say, though, specifically on this book. At one point, Anna and Kamal and Dex, this is right after Anna has gone to the hospital and has lost the baby. And this is before the baby starts kicking again. Wait. It might be after the baby starts kicking again. So, okay. So Anna, Dex, and Kamal are in there discussing suspects. And what Anna failed to recognize was that Kamal and Dex are also suspects. I mean, they both knew she was at the hospital because Anna gets this text from, it's Cora, actually. The person who's texting her is revealed to be Cora as well, because Cora's trying to find out if Anna's pregnant. And she's also trying to warn her of Dr. Carla Hill's intentions. So she's doing it through Anna's calendar. Okay, so Anna gets one of these funky texts from Cora before she knows it's Cora, saying, is your baby really dead? Don't believe them. It's all a lie. So they narrow it down to the person who had to send the text was somebody who knew they were in the hospital. Okay, so Anna's forgetting two obvious people right in front of her, Dex and Kamal. I mean, maybe I've been watching way too much true crime, but I would have been suspicious as fuck of Kamal. Number one, because he backed up everything Anna was saying. He absolutely agreed with her that Emily was number one suspect, that, the women that she'd been seeing following her aren't, it's not a coincidence. There's something nefarious there. I mean, he was really agreeing with her. And number two, Dexter, I mean, because he knows all these private details, and he was missing in the book for long periods of time. And my first inclination was, my motherfucker's not walking the dogs. No way. He just went to the grocery store for 2 hours. Guys, I am a mother of 4 and of 2 pets and a husband. I have a massive big family of 8. The only time I've ever been to the grocery store for 2 hours, is when during COVID, like, we went through everything and like the pantry was empty. And so I thought COVID restrictions had been lifted up and there was actually supplies coming back. I went there and I stocked up. 2-hour grocery shop. I went in first time for for waters, apple juices, Sprites, like laundry detergent, that kind of stuff. And then I went back for like frozen stuff and actual food. So that was a 2-hour grocery trip. And I'm thinking to myself, what is this man doing for 2 hours? I mean, I know almost every employee at my HEB. I see them constantly. I love to have conversations with them. Even when I'm taking my longest time, I am and talking to these people and looking at the pictures of their grandkids or listening to their specials. It doesn't take me that long still. I knew Dex was doing something bad, absolutely, when he was gone for those long periods of times. And especially one time, because they have dogs, and he took their dogs out for like a 2-hour walk. No freaking way. And it was during the winter. I believe it was during the winter time. I'm so sorry. Again, they told me, didn't show me. So I don't remember what exactly the season was, but it doesn't matter. Dex, no, he had never done that before. And then all of a sudden he starts doing it and he's missing for hours and he'll never tell Anna why he divorced his ex-wife. Nope. Red flags. Dex was a huge red flag too. And I mean, I really have to say they really made him into a jerk in the book. Danielle did a really great job in making him into a jerk. But I also have to say, too, that he's one of the only people who could really know everything. So can someone please tell me why Anna is trusting all this men in the book? Because she's made such a point that she doesn't like it when men take control of her life. Like, Dr. Crawford was the emergency room doctor where Anna lost the baby, and he was trying to explain the miscarriage, but he told Dex instead of Anna. When Dana again, oh my God, Dana is, I guess, their combined love name. Dana forever. So Dex was the one that the doctor was really speaking to. He was not really speaking to Anna. And that happened a lot of times in the book. So I don't know why she was putting so much faith and trust in Kamal and Dex when she pointed out constantly in the book how men controlled her life and she didn't like it. So it's almost like she's being tricked by them, like forcing her to trust them. So I thought that would have been a little cool way to take it. Maybe Kamal could have been on it too. Maybe they'll do that for the show, but it did seem like forced trust, at least on Dex's side. because Kamal, now that I go back and I've read the book and I've seen it, he was genuine. And I really want them to include Kamal in the show. He was probably one of my favorite people in the book, and he wasn't in there for much long. So I'm not saying that the characters weren't good. I'm just saying that's how much of a good impression that Kamal made. So, and let's see. Okay, so some of my favorite parts in the chapters, like chapter 21, where Anna goes to the 3rd floor and finds the doll. That was so creepy. It was a great description there. That was where I was showed, not told. And it had such coven vibes to it. It was insane, guys. It was, oh, I love that chapter. Chapter 25 is one part, and I can't wait to see them do it in the show, is when Anna is laying down and she's having a bath, okay? And her cute little pregnant tummy is showing, and the baby's hand comes out, but it's not a hand. It's like Italian, or a talon. Italian. It's a talon. I think I did that in the video too. And it starts like scraping its way out of Anna. It was just so, oh, I hope it was so descriptive. And I really hope they include that part in the show. And I think they will. If anything, I'm sure that's going to be in the second half of the book, or in the book of the show. Because remember, they're going to do it like, I guess, sort of like season 10. So they're breaking up season 12 in half. And I do apologize. I have that video done. I'm working on my sexy Scathach theory video. And then I was working on putting on together sub chapters. And I've just been doing a lot for the channel and some shorts. And I'm just trying to find time for some of it. So, woo, this chick sometimes needs a little help, but I make it. So I really do hope that they include when the baby scrapes his way out of Anna in the show. Chapter 29 is when Anna, okay, I'm sure they'll do a trigger warning, or they might not even do this because of it. In chapter 29, Anna wakes up and she's got this thick rash all over her arm, or all over her legs. I'm sorry. There was another character who woke up with the same thing, but it wasn't Anna. And it's so, I mean, it's incredibly thick. Anna wanted to know if she was underneath all that redness. And the way that she was describing it in the book was that because of her hormones and everything was so out of whack, and how much she doubted her memory and everything she just had so much doubt about, she just wondered if maybe she was under the redness. It just made so much sense in the book. And so when she started to CUT herself to see if her skin was underneath it, that was absolutely terrifying. And then Dex breaks in, sees what Anna's doing, and leaves her alone to go call the doctor, which he called Cora, which there's a lot of times in the book where, like, when her hair falls out, or she forgets something, or something happens, she's like, well, he says to her, well, okay, well, I'm going to call the doctor. You stay here. And even at one point near the end of the book, she's like, look, I'm pissed off. Why do you keep calling the doctor when I'm not around? Why do you not include me when you call the doctor? And we learn it's because half the time he was calling Cora. So yeah, it's pretty messed up. But yeah, Dex is really messed up. But that chapter was incredible. And I mean, I was just so in sync with Danielle Valentine. Did a great job in making me sympathize with Anna, because I'm a mother, but I've never had problems getting pregnant. I'm quite a little fertile myrtle. So when I wanted to be pregnant, I got pregnant. So I do not have, I cannot empathize with women who do have that problem. So because I can't relate, Danielle did such a great job. It was literally like sitting down and listening to my friend that I've known for a while tell me her struggles with IVF. And you feel for her. You know, you feel so terrible for everything, her body, her mind, her money, everything has gone through, her career, just everything that Anna has gone through. Not necessarily Dex, because he's not the one who's getting the fertility treatments, you know, he's not the one getting the shots. the surgeries, and you just really empathize with Anna. And especially during the book, Danielle does such a great job of, maybe that's why she doesn't show me, she tells me, because you are inside Anna's mind. The book does come from her, her mind frame, her view. So you are so in sync with her. And I absolutely was. I really felt for her in chapter 29. I wasn't there like, what are you doing, you crazy woman? I'm not screaming that when I'm reading in the book of her checking underneath her skin. And I'm thinking, oh my God, please, Anna, let it be you under the skin, because you're going on this journey with her. You're starting to doubt her sanity too. You're starting to doubt things with her. You're starting to think, okay, well, maybe you are kind of losing your mind. Maybe something is going on. So I think really Danielle did a fantastic job integrating the reader into the main character. Now, chapter 31, I really liked chapter 31 because that's when Cora just lets the bomb drop. I mean, I wrote it here in my notes. She was like Chunk from the Goonies. It was like she's tied up and they just put a little tomato in front of a blender in front of her. She's like, the people are like, tell us everything. She's like, okay, I'll talk. She just lets it all go. So I really loved that chapter. Also, I really did like chapter 30, where Io Preacher and Anna meet up. So we get a little bit more of a nefarious feeling. So Dr. Hill is not part of the coven. However, the coven does pay Dr. Hill for the information for women who can't get pregnant. So when Cora heard Dr. Hill talking to a mysterious woman, she was talking to one of the women from the coven. And one of the women from the coven, what they do is they pay for information from Dr. Hill about women that can't get pregnant no matter what. So they get that woman's information, they recruit her into the coven, and then they help with their spells to get pregnant. So that's what they're doing. And that's how they make their coven sometimes bigger, I guess. So yeah, I mean, a lot of it was brought upon in the description as so sinister. And yeah, there was absolutely parts that were, but a lot of it did have just some simple explanations. Again, though, good read. And one day, again, before the season starts, I'm going to read it again. And then one day when I'm looking at the bookshelf and I'm thinking, oh my God, I just really need a good freaking read, I will definitely pull out Delicate Condition and read it again. I will not get rid of it. I was actually thinking about giving it away to one of my viewers, but then I thought, well, I will read it again. So it's not a good idea. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it because I am going to read it again. And especially before the season starts. So, but if there is any questions that you guys have in particular for this, please let me know in the comments so that way I can answer them. It has been quite the long stream, so I will start wrapping it up soon. Though I do want to answer your questions, but I do hope that this comprehensive explanation kind of gives you a real understanding of what happened in the book and what the twists are. So again, Cora was behind leaving out the medication. She was the woman who slipped into Anna's bedroom and touched her stomach. She was the reason why Anna and Dex left their home in New Jersey or Brooklyn Heights, that's where it was, and moved to the beach in Talia and Keegan's home, extra home. And again, yeah, Io Preacher tells this one point, tells Anna where main witches are located in London, New York, and LA. Addie lives in London, Talia lives in New York, and Emily lives in LA. So at that point, Anna made that connection, and it was so chilling. It was so freaking chilly. I have to say, that was, I got chills when Io Preacher said that and Anna made the connection. And I wondered, oh my God, this is definitely getting into so many Coven vibes. So I would love to think that the show is actually going to do that. And that's actually what we're going to discuss on the next live stream. This is going to be the book. This one, we're just talking about spoilers in the book, answering questions, and making sure that you guys know everything there is to know, every twist, every turn, everything like that. And before I end it, I'm going to let you guys know my favorite quotes too. So, what actor is playing Dex? It's the Matt. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't have my news in front of me. If you just Google it, it will absolutely be there. I'm so sorry, Joseph. I don't have it in front of me right now. Yes, Dex is absolutely getting the ball treatment. Okay, before I go into the questions, I want to remind you guys that again on Friday, I am trying to do a live stream. It just might come earlier, but regardless, I'm going to have that live stream for you guys on Friday. Let's go over some of the lines that I love too, and then I'm going to answer your questions, and then we'll start ending the stream. Don't forget, guys, you can certainly support my channel if for free if you would just like to like the video or leave a comment, or you can subscribe. If you want to take it another step further, you can do a super chat. You can become a patron. You can do all that stuff if you want to. You don't have to. Just do you, boo. No pressure. Now, the lines that I love absolutely in this book. Okay, so Anna herself, this is in the prologue on the first page. Anna says, my favorite superstition is one that says more women deliver during a full moon than at any other time, transforming into mothers instead of werewolves, howling like wild things. I don't know. I just loved that. I loved that from the prologue. So I absolutely noted that down. Now, this was from page 32, and this was from I.O. Preacher. I.O. Preacher says, and then there were the cravings. Oh God, the cravings. She still had nightmares about them, and after, when she woke up, she'd fumble around in the dark, groping for her stomach, half expecting it to find it full and round, the baby still inside her, the nightmare following her into real life. When she felt flat belly and loose skin, she actually sobbed in relief. Thank God. Thank God it was over. Woo! That just hit me because, like, I remember, okay, Cooks, stop, baby. I remember for my oldest son, I went into labor and that was so painful. And when he started coming down, I had an emergency C-section for my first kid. So when he started coming, he was pushing through the C-section, through the scar. And it was so painful. And Cooksy, baby, please go. Come on, baby. I'll love you in just a minute. Thank you. We didn't know it. The doctor didn't know it at the time. And I was in so much pain. And so they told me, well, we're going to have to give you an epidural. I did not want one. I was going to have this baby without a freaking epidural. And sure enough, it was getting so painful. And the doctor said, nope, your C-section scar is tearing. And so sadly, I could not have him that way. But afterwards, after I had my son and that pain was over, oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I do not know how women can seriously give. That was, whoo, yeah. And especially to have my son trying to come through the scar. That just was not in any way, shape, or form. Cooks, you're really distracting me. I'm so sorry, buddy. I just keep thinking about you and you're distracting me. But yeah, that was significantly painful. So I can only imagine. I mean, I can only imagine what other women go through. And it just really made me relate to this chapter, to I.O. Preacher. Okay, so the next one, it was on page 108. Anna says, and now all of it, all of that time and energy and pain had been for nothing. Dex would never know what it felt like. He would never have to sacrifice himself like that for anything, ever. So Anna is basically, I guess she had just lost the baby, and all that pain and energy had basically been for nothing. And Dex would never understand to sacrifice himself, like give up his body, his mind, his life, his career, in order to safely bring forth a child into this world. And I just thought that really hit the mark. And I just love that sentence. So this one I felt so freaking hard. Cookie, go. Come on, baby. Mommy's really trying. Anna says Siobhan wasn't just a person. She was a force. It should have taken an act of God to bring her down, not something as simple, as mundane as cancer. Page 140. Guys, I felt that line so hard. I felt that for so many people in my life, especially for my dad. I just, again, he was not a person. He was a force. And we just think that being that powerful, how could something that small like cancer take you down? It doesn't make sense a lot of the time. And then lastly, the doctor says to Anna, because after Anna lost the baby, and then Siobhan and her coven cast the spell and the baby comes back to life, Anna tells the doctor, look, I'm feeling kicking. People are feeling kicking. The baby is here. Can you please look? And the doctor says, and I quote, I think these symptoms are very real to you. Page 172. Dude, I hate it how doctors are always like, yeah, these symptoms are absolutely real because you think they are. Or, I'm sure these are absolutely real for you. It's that patronizing way that they tried to tell you that I know you truly believe that they're real, but they're not. Sorry. So Cookie really wants to hang with his mom. So let me go on ahead and take some questions. And then I will go on ahead and end the stream. And I really hope that everybody certainly enjoyed it. So is all the horror and delicate condition is Anna being confused about the events? The horror is really that Anna doesn't know everything that's around her. I don't know. Hold on. Hang on. I don't know if you guys can see this Cookie. He's look at him. Okay. He's getting so excited. I am so sorry. He's just totally under me. No, I mean, I thought the same thing, but I guess it's really not. I think the horror of it is really about the people who gaslight you and make you think certain things are true. But as long as you just keep staying true to yourself and you keep understanding that what you're thinking and feeling is real. And just because people are telling you it's not real doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't necessarily make it so. So, yeah. I think that's the horror, to be honest with you. But I mean, there was so many visions. There was these horrible visions. And so there was definitely these scary points in the book, the women that were stalking her. But yeah, there was nothing nefarious in there. So that's why I think the show is going to change that. So, Jara's asking, some people are saying that there will be an Antichrist connection this season because of the theme of motherhood and Rosemary's Baby. There could be. I think that's just a rumor, though. I think because Haley Pfeiffer is doing the season and because Ryan and Brad and no other showrunner before is actually joining in this season, it's just Haley. I don't think there's going to be any of that kind of connection. If they want to go that way and do it, they can. But judging from the titles that I've seen so far for the first half of the season, I don't think they're going to do Antichrist this season. And plus, Antichrist is so been done. Woo! Okay, so this is one thing I definitely want to address because I'm going to make a video about it. Guys, the spiders are just a metaphor. They're just a metaphor for like the growing dangers around Anna, for all the little things that she doesn't know. Okay, Cooksy, seriously, baby, you are pushing everything around. Lay down, please. All the little incidents that Anna... Okay, Cooks, baby, lay down. Please lay down, sweetie. I really am going to have to end this soon. The little things that Anna doesn't know about, that of Dex and Cora, of the doctor and Talia. Cooksy, baby. Just there's so many little things in the book that Anna doesn't know about. And if she had a bigger, I know, baby, I agree. Thank you. And if she knew the bigger picture, if she had more of an understanding of what was going around her, then yeah, there wouldn't. And besides, another thing too is that, have you ever heard of that famous saying? Oh, what a spider web we weave when first we practice to deceive, something like that. Oh, what a web we weave when first we practice to deceive. So I think that's a metaphor about all the deceptions that are happening around Anna. Cooksy, baby, lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down. Come on, lay down. Come on, baby, lay down. Oh my Lord, this poor baby wants some more attention. So again, it's just a metaphor for the lies that are going on around Anna and all the stuff that she doesn't know and all of the information that these people have and all of their lies interweaving all together. So again, I just truly, truly believe that is nothing but a metaphor. Now, that doesn't mean that because we've read the book now, because we know everything about the book, that that's what the show is going to do. So that is going to move us into Friday's live stream, guys. Now, again, I will know hopefully tonight or tomorrow what time that Friday stream is. I just have it tentatively set for 7 p.m. But again, that could change. So that will be on Friday, and we're going to discuss how American Horror Story Delicate is going to relate to delicate conditions, such as characters, storylines, things such as that. And also, I have a video that is going to come out either tomorrow or Friday morning about the return of Sexy Scathach. And it is an AHS Delicate Theory video that I've been working on for a while. And I'm so excited about it. So I'm really excited to put that out for y'all. So, okay, my baby boy needs his mama. So I'm going to take care of my pup and check on my babies. My husband and my kids are downstairs having like a little family time. So I'm going to check on them. And until then, I will see you guys next live stream. Please subscribe if you want to check out those theory videos. I am so sorry about the camera. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, or if you enjoyed having Cookie bother us the whole time. And thank you all very much for being here. I really appreciate it. It was nice going over this and actually going over like the stuff that could be going on in the show and in the book. So I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much for being here. See you all. Virtual hug to you too, White Bear. You are all amazing. I love you. Cooksy loves me and he loves y'all too. Give them a kiss. Can you give him a kiss? Give some kisses on the microphone. Yes, give them a kiss. All right, guys. Y'all are the best. I'm going to take care of my baby. Love you guys. Bye. My baby, what's wrong?